And look at that, we need to go for some supply, which I completely, absolutely forgot. And at the same time, I need to kill the dog that's out there. Okay. Without a supply, there's no way for us to establish effectively. And it seems that I needed to tag things. I still need to learn how to untag, for example, a building. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do it just yet. I'm gonna build some marauders. Good. Now we're working things out quite well, and guess what? It looks like we are already going to face a resistance without stim. This resistance may prove to be too much for us, but look at that. We did ended off this attack. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. We did it. It's incredible. Okay, let's continue to build it. We still need a lot to go to. I'm building even another nexus, and even when the stim finished, it's still just not enough. Okay, I'm dropping some more mules. I don't know where the enemy is, but will soon be tough enough to engage him. Forgot to build all those upgrades, and we definitely need to build upgrades. I'm running out of gas. Obviously, can't afford to do so. Now, and everything else seems to be according to plan. Oh no, I used the all hotkey button, so everybody's going back home now. But I already suspect where the enemy lies, so we are going to move on the enemy sooner than later. Okay, they're on to us here, and yeah, let's do this. We won. As you can see, we won. Now we're going to regain our strength with Marines, Marauders. I have all this money. I'm very, very rich. I just need to recover so that I can stim again. They are probably going to drop something in or on the buildings, which they did. Okay, let's see how many mules we can drop now. Done. Let's go. Let's go on to them. Let's go into the base and attack them. Okay, it looks like we're doing very well so far. It looks like oh, look at that! They blasted so much. Okay, have a stim. Do all that damage to the workers. I want him to take out the workers. Without the workers, they'll have a much harder time. Furthermore, we are increasing the number of Marines that we're building. Okay, and it looks like the main force has been taken out. So will be easily going inwards, and by doing so we'll be reducing their ability to gain resources, which is exactly what's happening here. Now here we stim and we attack. This group needs to attack one of their other facilities. As you can see, I already lack all that precious resource supply, which is currently didn't work out so well, but because I stopped at 180, but overall we still won. And on this map we didn't got any early attacks. Now I'm going to play as a Protoss. The same Frost map. Now what would be the best option for me here is unclear, but maybe focusing on a bunch of immortals would work. Now what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the turn. I'm going to risk a 3-base expansion plan, which should be extremely effective if done correctly. So we basically build 3 nexuses, saturate them, and hope that the enemy won't launch any early attacks. By using that, we will expand extremely quickly. The Protoss ability to build buildings very quickly without taking much loss in mining is going to be the key to extremely successful expansion. And now we're just going to build units. Not all of them have just finished yet. Okay, we just have enough space to build more. In here, 3 workers, and only 2 would fill this up. Okay, the 3rd nexus is on its way, and I can start building 3 forges. Yes, 3 forges. BF, and with all that we are going to go for some proper upgrades. Now it looks like the opponent of ours is a Protoss, and this Protoss is soon going to find out if we can produce him with 3 Nexuses. I'm not even in a hurry, as you can see. If he's a Protoss, he's probably not going to attack us very early on. And I'm already building more and more gas. The next thing I need to do is I need to build myself a few Stargates. That's going to create me a bunch of Stalkers. 5 Stargates would be just fine. Then we go for a cybernetic squad after these finish. Okay, the workers are showing up fine. We'll need incredible amount of gas. Playing as a Protoss. So nothing's gonna work out without crazy gas amounts. Without the cybernetic score we can't establish any further. And the first units can be built now. But yet we have to wait a little for the cybernetic squad to finish. And now many gas geysers are working, and this should be just enough for us to carry on. So I'm building robotics facilities now. And the Twilight Council. Currently we are going to be able to produce many units if only we'll have the resources to do so. Now we have to focus completely on building up our army. We have avoided the early attack. The first units are already coming out. We can increase our upgrades a little bit further on. Okay, and finally the first immortals can be built. And I'm going to order a few. So we are very much at the mercy of things. One more immortal, and after that we'll need to expand the base further on. As you can see, we'll soon run out of supply here too. That's going to be another base. We need it because we'll soon need to fill it all up, obviously. and the army that we currently have isn't much, but it will soon be. And with level 2 upgrades, it's going to be very tough. It looks like I haven't set up my robotics facilities to go into. Specific rally point location. Okay, that's a lot of pylons. Incredibly a lot of pylons, as you can see. It's so bad actually. This. Now let's go instantaneously for level 3 upgrades. And we are quite tough right now. We're going to go and search for our enemy ourselves, because strangely, but they didn't show up themselves. Okay, and let's just not stop with our immortal production. Done, we found them. I'm sure we're tougher than them. We're still building. Our supply cap has reached its momentum. Let's go in and face them. As you can see, it's their force against ours. We're doing it quite well. They are not as weak as it may look like, but all these immortals are very tanky. And so we should be able to deal just the damage that we want. As you can see, I'm moving forward. Strangely, but they attacked us with a very small force there. I want to take a nexus or two, actually. That's what I want. This is what I wish to do. So let's destroy this nexus together. This will prove to be exactly what I need. And as you can see, I have so many immortals. We're further on going to move in to their territory there and take out another nexus. In the meantime, I'm building more immortals and going against them. Okay. I ordered a bunch of stalkers. We took out 2 of their bases. Now, without hesitation, I'm just going to attack more of their ability to gain resources. At the same time, I'll send stalkers all over the place to check out if they're building any more bases. We already reached the supply cap. There's probably absolutely no chance for them to successfully regain the initiative. And so we'll be moving out now. And we'll deal with the rest of their bases. They haven't built enough troops because there's probably no way for them to do so. Now, in order for me to make this attack as effective as possible, I need to send as much troops in to the main base, and now we surely have them. Let's move forward and take out the nexus. Done. they have been defeated.